2.14. This is a very important shloka in Bhagavad Gita with a deep meaning and relevance in life. Here Krishna talks about impermanent nature of the feelings which arises from sense objects and also necessity of developing tolerance towards these feelings within. First, I will read out shloka which will help you to memorize. Next, as always, we'll give you explanation of the shloka as it is. Lastly, I will talk about its applicability in real life. Okay, let's start. Sloka. Matra-sparsas kaunteyashitosna-sukha-duhkha-dah agamapayino nityastams titiksasva bharata. The meaning. O son of Kunti, the contact between the sense and sense objects gives rise to feelings, perception of happiness and distress. These are non-permanent and come and go like a winter and summer seasons. O descendant of Bharata, one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. This is the meaning of shloka. Let's look at what it means to us in real life. Okay, let's understand how to apply this philosophy into real life. We all know that we have a five senses through which we experience objects in this world. Every moment, all these five senses have their own way of evaluating things, either good or bad, joy or sorrow. Once you perceive things from these sense objects, the mind will decide whether it's good or bad based on your past or future experience. In other words, what you're doing is your mind is busy in making meanings. Most of the things are perception. The same hot water you enjoyed in the winter becomes impossible to take in summer. Same boy or girl you roamed around with and loved to spend time becomes intolerable with a small difference of opinion. It happens, right? Here, heat and cold, good or bad, are two sides of the same coin, or the opposite side. The good bad depends on the perception which arises out of your sense objects and processing of images back of your mind. Let's take a real example. If your boss praises you publicly in your office, your ego gets boosted, and that day you feel like you are on the cloud nine and you have the best bosses. The same boss, when he criticizes your work, your ego gets hurt and feel like resigning, running away, quitting, and your boss is the worst human being in the world. You just want to escape, right? This is exactly the same boss, the same thing. When he says something good, your ear listens to those and your mind makes meaning out of that. That is where the things, whether it becomes hot or cold, good or bad, or the judgment happens. Sometimes you will have to treat these things as irrelevant noise and ignore it for better. Now I know what is going on in your mind. It is easier said than done. It's all theory and how to put it into practice. The second part of the shloka talks about how to manage this. It says that any contact with sense object is a temporary in nature. It will appear and disappear. Agamapayino nitya comes and goes. And more importantly, it has a beginning and an end. Therefore, if we know that something has an end, why would you worry? When you burst a balloon of your child's, do you cry for that? No. But child cries, right? She doesn't know that, it's impermanent, but you know. The same way, so the Krishna here talks about developing a tolerance. The titiksasva in the second. Titiksasva means tolerance. So don't worry. You will have to develop a tolerance, but it is not overnight. It is like losing a weight. Though you do everything what it takes, it will not give result. Only once you are firm and continuous on this, your mind will adopt the capability and you will start experiencing the calmness and start experiencing. So the takeaway is, be aware of the sense objects, and the feelings of good and bad is not permanent, and it comes because of the sense object. And the final thing is, learn to tolerate. Nothing is permanent. As a very popular saying in English, nothing is permanent, even your worries. So hope I'm able to give you a picture and how you can adopt this. Bhagavad Gita has a deeper meaning for each slokas. It is depending on the person who reads it and he can relate it. This is what my understanding of this sloka. It may be different to you and you can relate to your life. Hope this helps you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.